Why do women claim to want the good guy, then cheat or leave once they get him? I say if you give a woman perfection, the world, in return, she's going to give you infidelity. I just literally today seen a woman say, man, we're all the good guys that just like walks on the beach or walks in the park and buy flowers every Friday. I said, he's there. You just ignoring him for the next going to make you a single mom. Women will be like, oh, this guy hyping me up. My dude, he don't even hype me up like that no more. This man don't got to deal with this man don't got to smell your farts. This man don't got to deal with your mood swings. This man just see a woman he never seen before. Trust me, after he fuck, all that allure is gone. It's like a bull seeing red. He just see red. Once he get that post-nut clarity, trust me, you gonna wish you never left your nigga. Because he's not finna put up with none of that. Y'all don't understand that though. He'll tell you anything to fuck. Anything. I don't understand how women don't get this.
I think a lot of women do get it. They just want to believe that they're so much special. Like, I'm the one that's going to change him. I'm the one that's going to finally turn him into a good, honest man. And you end up pushing the good guy to a side and then going around and messing around and playing. And then for some reason, you think that the good guy should just be sitting there waiting on you to explore and really be free. And now that you're done exploring, now you really know what you want. Nah, pass.
I used to say this all the time. I'd be like, ugh, I'm just like not attracted to the nice guy. Like they're just like, I'm just not into it. Like no chemistry. There's like two things that I realized. One was I need to change what I'm attracted to. Why am I attracted to guys that don't treat me well? Why am I attracted to people who are toxic? And then I realized that's like a little bit more deep rooted. But I think the real issue was that I didn't know how to accept the love that they had to give me and what they had to offer me. I didn't think I was like deserving of it. And when I changed my mindset on that, it started making me only attracted to guys that treated me well. It became an automatic ick when a guy wasn't nice to me. Like I was just like, ew. So I think part of the attractiveness part is changing what you're attracted to and figuring out why you're attracted to the bad boy, the toxic, things that aren't healthy. And then the other thing is like, you don't have to like every nice guy. You don't have to date every single nice guy. I'm not saying like, because he's a nice guy, you should date him. Like you have to find a nice guy that also checks off the chemistry and the physical attraction too. And yes, it is a little bit harder, but they do exist, I'm telling you.
Trust me, I was that girl for so long and I still have like moments where I like doubt it or think like maybe I won't be able to find a guy that is nice, that I'm attracted to, all those things, whatever. But I'm learning that it is possible. And if you just do a little extra work, work on some issues that we've had in the past, heal some traumas, it is possible and it's a lot better. It's so much better. Hang in there and find people who can keep you accountable. If you don't have friends that you can go to, literally DM me and like I will help you through whatever situation you're going through, because it means so much to me that I have friends that I can be like, this is my situation. I know I shouldn't be doing this. I know I should break these old habits of mine, but I just like am wanting to fall back on them and they kind of like snap me out of it. So if you need that person, I will be that person for you. But like we just need to change our habits and our patterns and it will come to us, okay?
Honestly, I think that this is in totality the message that a lot of young ladies, a lot of modern women need to hear. Well, why am I not attracted to this type? Well, maybe because you've been hanging out with dudes that treat you a certain way and that act a certain way, and your body has gotten into the habit of messing around and just acting silly. Just acting silly, if I can put it like that. You just got foolishness on your mind. You got silliness on your brain. And your mind, your body has gotten to that routine of just acting stupid. Straight up. That's the reality of the situation. It takes time. If you actually have done the healing, the self-healing, the inner work, then this type of stuff is going to start to turn you off. Maybe immediately, but definitely over time, you're going to be like, man, I don't even know what I was thinking. But most modern women, they just follow nonsense. Oh, it's not a spark, so must not be real. Okay. And you keep on getting the same result, chasing a high.
If you're still asking yourself, where are all the good men? They're pretty much hiding out until they find the same thing that they will provide. It's basically for their weaknesses and insecurities to be known but not taken for granted. Which I know sounds like a bare minimum kind of thing. But the truth is that that sort of thing is expected of men. But somehow it is not expected for men. And that's why good men are still out there. They just don't want to be found by the wrong person.
Good men finish last. I'm going to say it again. Good men finish last. And I'm going to tell you why. Here comes this man after you've been hurt or cheated on, lied to, been with a narcissistic, whatever your case is. He comes in. He shows you you're loved, you're appreciated, you're respected. He treats you like a queen for the first time in your life. But you have trouble understanding what you did to deserve it. You love him so much. And then all of a sudden he does one thing that disappoints you, one thing that hurts you, upsets you, whatever the case is. May not be the end of the world. He didn't cheat on you. He didn't hurt you. But it's one thing that you're just like, whoa, red flag, defense mechanism. Up goes the wall. Here comes an attitude. You want to argue. You want to scream. You want to yell. Or you just completely shut down because that's what you do when you feel hurt. But if you think that no one on this planet is going to hurt you and you have that expectation that this man is so great that he is never going to disappoint you or let you down, that is where you disrespect yourself. Not one person is perfect. We are never going to do something to where we're never going to hurt people. We are going to disappoint, just like you're going to disappoint him one day. But it's not the end of the world. You talk through it, you fight through it, and you accomplish a healthy relationship. Stop letting good men pay for your ex, your last situationship, whatever that man in the past did to you. Don't let your current man pay for it. Good men finish last because they teach you that they're good men. They show you your worth and theirs. Stop letting good men pay for your past.
Why does nobody talk about how hard it is to start dating a nice guy after you're only used to dating toxic men? Situationships usually give off this thing called intermittent reinforcement, meaning there's a lot of highs and a lot of lows and you gotta fight for the attention, which makes you think that you like the person way more than you actually do. And when they do show you that attention, it gives you a higher high. So when someone healthy and new comes around that actually shows genuine interest in you and like genuinely wants to be with you, you freak out and you don't know how to act because you're not used to it. When a real genuine connection is consistency, not the highs, the lows. It's a normal level. So it can seem really unfamiliar and you might find yourself self-sabotaging, picking fights, waiting for the other shoe to drop, needing constant reassurance. But lean into that uncomfortability because you're worth a real genuine connection, not the highs and the lows. You're worth a baseline genuine connection. You are, and it's worth it.
I'm getting sick of women asking me, where are the good men at? But you stay in your house every Friday night, you antisocial, you don't respond to DMs, and you got the nerve to be like, where are the good men at? Not in your house. You are a good catch that no one knows about because you spend your time working, going home. You don't do shit. And even when you do shit, you don't socialize. You do not spark invitations. You don't even look inviting. And you're wondering why you can't find no good men. I'm just one of those people that know good men exist. Just so happen, he not the postman. He ain't coming to your house. Some of y'all, the only way y'all gonna meet a man is if your toilet stopped up, you call a plumber, and that plumber is him. Cause you don't go nowhere. I don't like the club, Ace. Take a hike, go to the library, get cute, and go to Home Depot for all I care. Do something.
Nice guys do not always finish last. No, they don't. Because I'm telling you right now, like the guy, my boyfriend right now.
He's a sweetheart. But what did you told me this recently. You were like, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, you said like, usually this is not who I go for.
No, it's not. It's not my type.
Right. But like,
because of the nice guy thing, he's not my type. Also like,
but you're also 25.
Right.
So now you're mature enough to realize.
But I'm saying, so like, I'm ready to like settle down in my life type thing.
And that's normal. Like that, this is the transition. Now that you're at an age where you're like, okay, I actually want a husband, you're going to be looking for a nice guy.
But then you look at that situation, like, don't you want to be the nice guy? Like, don't you want to wait for that girl? Like, do you really want to be the dude that girls hook up with on her road to find the nice guy?
That's a good point. You're right.
Like, why not just be the nice guy and find that person?
Yeah.
And not have all the baggage behind you.
Yeah, you're right.
She's not right. She's not right at all. No, a man's not going to want to wait for that. No, a man's not going to want to be involved with that. especially if he's been disciplined and he's been holding himself to a higher standard. Why would he want to be involved with somebody that's just been out here messing around with any and everybody, just racking up bodies? I think there was a young lady, and one of the video clips, maybe I haven't gotten to it yet, but she says something like, yeah, I've got somewhere around 30 bodies. I just quit counting, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, just go out there and do it. So the nice guy is just supposed to be like, yeah, that's the one for me. Yeah, I love that. No, come on, guy. I mean, if you would just slow down and think about what you're saying, think about how you would feel. Scratch that. How would he feel accepting and receiving that? Like, put yourself in his shoes instead of just popping off at the mouth and just saying anything. Well, I'm more mature now, and from my perspective, all of those guys don't matter anymore, and you're the one I want. Shut up. What do you think that he thinks? Yeah, I mean, my God, he's coming into it. He's coming into a store, and the people in the store, it's a furniture store, it's a new store, and people are trying to sell him. He's looking at new rugs, and people are trying to sell him a used old rug. He's like, well, this one has character. Don't you want this one? No, I did not come up here for a used rug. Oh, it's a very nice rug. It sure is. It's very pretty. But I'm not about to come up in here and restore no old, beat up, used, worn out rug. Go take that to the thrift shop or something like that. Somebody down there would want it. And it sounds harsh, but that's what I think some modern women need to think about when they're moving out here. How would you want somebody to show up and present themselves? Well, I had money, but you should be with me because, I don't have as much money, but I definitely learned my lesson. What? Then I don't want you. Oh, well, it's different. No, it's not. Men and women, well, you get it. Anyway.
Don't mess around and lose a good man because you're a toddler in your emotions. And practical advice that I would give to just growing in your emotional maturity, stability, right? Being grounded emotionally. It's like just as much as you fight to be cute, to be a boss chick, to be whatever, fight to be a peacemaker. Fight to be a person that can go in a room and stabilize it. Fight to be the nurturer that you are. You're a nurturer. And that's something that, even though I believe that we're created to be that way, it's still a learned skill. It's still something you have to wake up and be intentional about. So practically going out of your way, reading those books, watching those YouTubes. I remember a moment that I had with my husband, and we were in the house and I could see in his eyes, I'm like, oh, he's about to leave me. This is a wrap. Like, he's gone. He's tired of me emasculating him. He's tired of my inability to just shut up and like hear his point and not cut him off. And when I saw that look in his eyes, I said, wait a minute. You two, it's a woman that will hop over me to get to you. Let me get this together. And so practically just literally getting up and, okay, why am I this way? Mm-hmm. Oh, I saw my mama do this. Okay, let me break this generational thing. Let me get my prayer bag. Let me start watching some YouTube, some older women that went through this. How did they navigate?
This is the exact point I be trying to get some of these young ladies to understand. You don't have to change yourself. You don't have to be a different person. You don't have to bow down and acquiesce to his every wish, his every command. But what you should be doing is trying to figure out who he is, how he works, the whole 9 yards, because that's what you want from him. You expect the man to know who you are and love you in the way that you need to be loved. So why is it that you try to love a man in the way that you want to love him? You try to give him the love that you're comfortable with, that you want to give him. And if you're having like some type of mood or whatever, and you're in some type of way that day, then, oh, well, you just gonna have to deal with it. Just so flippant with your attitude. Why would a man want to be with that? And you're gonna go out there and you're gonna act a fool, and you're gonna be in the same position as this woman was before she got it together. Be careful.
You could have had a good man. You didn't want him because he was a cornball. You go, you mess around with a bozo, have a baby by the bozo, and after you have a baby by the bozo, now all of a sudden you want to spin the block to the that you didn't want to begin with. There are, and I'm not saying all, but there are a lot of single mothers who go after weak men.
Right. So
A lot of women will tell you all day, oh, being a stepdaddy is honorable. And a lot of them, they know that man ain't gonna get nothing out of it. They know damn well that they can up and leave, take half of his income, get alimony, depending on if they are able to swindle him into legally adopting the children. They can put him on child support. In certain states, you don't even have to have the man legally adopt him. If you can prove that he played a father figure role, you can put that man on child support. When men decide to take on responsibilities,
Gotta be careful. The decisions you make, nothing against single mothers, because there's some stepfathers that you really gotta salute because they step up. Cause it's a lot to take on, you know.
So you think I'm dumb, stupid, or dumb, huh?
What's your body count?
For real? I don't know, but it's about 30.
You don't know?
I don't know, it's about 30. I stopped counting.
Are you like in the phase or?
No, I was in a phase in high school, and then like after that, I guess I'm in a phase now,
Well,
but like not really.
How old are you now?
21.
Dang, girl. So you barely graduated high school.
I moved out when I was like 16, so.
When did you start experience like sex?
15, 16.
15?
It's not that bad. Like compared to nowadays, that shit's not that bad. Like be so thorough.
Now what's too much of a high body count?
None.
None?
None. Nah, if you're a dude and you fuck, you just know how to have fun and be satisfied. So.
Do you think you're loose?
Oh, I know I'm not.
Why not?
Huh?
How do you know?
I heard literally like same day that I'm not. So like a couple hours ago.
Oh, you got some a couple hours ago?
We ain't gonna talk about it, but like yeah.
Well, hey, if you got some a couple hours ago, what are the chances that I could get some?
I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with some.
You? How tall are you?
Whatever how you want me to be.
My high nigga.
It would have to be like you catch me when I'm like not nobody, which it will be very soon. So wait, that sounds like advertising.
Very good.
That sounds like free advertising. It's not, but I am gonna be like for real single very soon. So
Like I said, out here on their worst behavior and in wanting to be in a relationship with a man, wanting a man to wife them up, wanting a man to be like, oh man, you know, you went through a lot and now you are trained, you are changed, you are transformed. I'm going to overlook all that. You know, it was just what you was doing. And you know, you was out there playing games. I wasn't. But it doesn't matter. No. I can see if y'all was in the same vicinity, like he was pretty much doing the same thing, maybe you can make an argument for that. But these modern women be wanting men that didn't even do that, that wasn't even involved in that. They think that they deserve a man like that. At that point in time, it's that man's prerogative. It's his option whether he wants to be with you when you've done all that stuff. And he has the right to choose that because he was disciplined, because he decided to make the investment. If a woman were to go to medical school, she got the grades and I didn't, I prioritized other things and she got the degree, I can't come back to the college or the university or the medical school and say, how dare y'all, that's not fair that y'all didn't give me a degree. Idiot, you didn't prioritize your books. You didn't prioritize going to medical school. You wasn't with her. You wasn't even with yourself studying all those nights. Why would we give you a degree? Get out of my face. it should be the same concept with these women who think that they can get a man who's been disciplined this long. Stop it.